Alright, so what's up guys? It's Alexa here, back with another fitness vlog type video talking about today. We're gonna be talking about some mindset, staying lean, where I'm at in my training, my mindset, eating, all these important things regarding training and physique, and everything relates to each other. Currently, I'm pretty much in the best place I've been mentally and physically, I'd say. Like, when it comes to training, eating, being mentally well, staying lean and building size and strength, I'm doing really good. I feel in the gym, like I feel amazing when I'm training. I feel amazing when I'm doing cardio, and overall, everything just feels good. So currently, when it comes to training progress, I'm pretty much just like focusing on hard compound movements. I'm focusing on intensity. I'm focusing on doing real volume and really progressing and pushing myself as much as I can. And I find this style of training very enjoyable compared to what I used to do. And I talked about this a little bit in the last video, I believe, about this new training program. And I've been kind of dialing this in now. And I've been getting more results because I kind of know what weights I'm doing and I know how to progress better. So I can really push myself. I'm definitely noticing a little bit of the leanness, like, it's not the same as when you're like 90 kilos and bulking. So I'm definitely feeling that like I'm lean, I'm trying to gain muscle and size. So like you have a lot of bone, not a lot of fat. But in general, like it's going really well, and I've been staying basically between 78 to 80 kg, pretty much with slight bit of water weight maybe if I eat more. But I've been doing a lot of cardio and I've been doing my trainings very well and intensely, doing about 5 trainings a week and then doing cardio on top of that every day. Like walking and treadmill or running, and really focusing on the progressive overload on every movement and just like doing things properly and trying to move forward. And I do have been noticing strength gains for sure on different movements. And I've hit PRs on different movements, and I'm definitely improving slowly. So it is possible to improve while you are kind of staying lean. The main movements I feel I'm right now improving on are definitely like maybe arms are definitely a strong point for me. Maybe some other isolation movements too. I'd say everything has been slowly progressing. Not every movement, but pretty much everything right now has been progressing pretty well. Um, And regarding my mindset right now, I'm pretty much like feeling in a sense like my mindset is in a good place. I can eat enough food that I can like feel good, but also still staying lean. Relatively, I'm not like maybe like die shredded as you would be as a natural, but I don't think that's the healthiest way to go, especially if you're trying to gain more mass. Like I'm kind of trying to stay relatively lean while still gaining mass. That's basically my goal here is stay pretty like, let's say like Instagram ready, but also trying to gain muscle. It's not perhaps the most like technically optimal way. Like of course, if you eat a great surplus, that's always the more optimal route to gain pure muscle mass. If you're a skinny guy and you're trying to bulk up, that's really the important mindset to have is to push yourself in terms of like eating. You don't need to go crazy, but like having a decent surplus always helps when you're putting on mass compared to what I'm kind of doing right now. But I've been making progress, and if it works, it works. It's kind of like I'm kind of also experimenting where I can push myself here, especially with this new training program and the way I'm eating and everything else. Otherwise, my mindset is also just like being able to stay in this discipline of also doing some cardio and training intensely and just, you know, not just like focusing on bulking up and training hard, but also like I'm kind of focusing on just living right in my life. Like being able to have healthy cardio, being able to be at a lean body fat and look good and feel good. So I'm kind of like not just chasing the size and the bulk, I'm also kind of chasing life in a sense. Like I'm chasing a good life here. I'm really trying to feel good about my body. I'm trying to gain strength and size, but not at any cost. The one thing I don't like about bulking, honestly, is just the fact that you're putting on a lot of weight and eventually like you can still gain size slowly over time and lean bulk and not look like, fat. I didn't look inherently fat at 100 kg. Like I still had a six pack technically when I pose, but it's like it's not where I feel very healthy. All right. and my eating metabolism was all over the place. Compared to right now, I feel like I'm eating a lot and I'm staying really lean and doing a lot of cardio, and I feel amazing. Compare that to where I was at 100 kg. So bulk isn't everything in my opinion, and I'm still making a relative good amount of progress, especially at my body weight, and I'm able to feel energetic and good. So this is kind of the mindset I'm working from right now. Right now, when it comes to my eating, well, like gaining size while being lean, right now I'm eating probably around like 2,300 to 2,700 up to 3,000 max. Um, my focus is kind of like eating pretty clean. I don't know if I would call myself bulking because I'm kind of trying to maintain between 78 to 80 kg right now while trying to gain size and kind of experiment with myself. I'm eating pretty clean. I'm only eating really like focusing on protein, high protein meals, and like really not focusing so much on the carbs. I do eat some carbs on every meal pretty much, but I'm really focusing on eating clean protein foods that are really like pushing me, especially if I want to build size and strength. I have to eat high protein meals that are gonna give me a lot of protein to be able to maintain leanness and burn more calories, etc. And I'm still doing a lot of cardio to also help with maintaining leanness. Obviously, I'm taking some supplements for protein and in general just supplements for vitamins. And I do feel like a lot of these, especially protein supplements, are very good when you're this lean and trying to like basically main gain. In a sense, I'm kind of like main gaining sort of ish, but it doesn't really feel like that for me. But yeah, I'm not personally a big fan of snacking. I like personally like maybe having like three large meals, for example, in the day more than a snacking because I feel that that's more fulfilling for me. Plus, it's kind of like less time waste unless the only snack I might have is like maybe a max of protein bar, or I would have a milkshake of some sort, like a protein shake. And that's the only like maybe like post workout if I have to go somewhere or whatever, or I'm more in a quote unquote hurry, then I would maybe have something like that. So I've been really focusing on. I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm much of a cheat meal guy to be honest. Like the most cheat meals I have is probably like a protein ice cream or something like that. I rarely get like normal ice cream or go cheat and eat a pizza or something like that. To be honest, I've never been that kind of a person. It very rarely happens that I go out to specifically have a cheat meal. I personally just kind of like eating a lot of high protein foods and eating a lot of food that if that's cheating, then that's probably the most cheating I usually like to do. So I don't really have like planned out cheat meals. If it happens at some point, then maybe it happens, but I rarely do anything like that extravagant. So I definitely have to trust the process here and be very patient, have a long-term view, especially with the experiment I'm doing if I want to stay lean and gain muscle. And doing this kind of like semi lean bulk, main to gain, whatever you want to call it, experiment. But definitely is working right now and I'm fine with it. So yeah, like overall, I've personally noticed physically like I'm losing fat pretty much right now, gaining muscle, becoming stronger, gaining a little bit of size, and pretty much staying around the same 78 to 80 kg body range. So even if my weight fluctuates a bit, I still look extremely lean, vascular, and definition comes out even if my weight shifts like 2 kilos up, like between that range. I can still do a lot because I'm doing a lot of cardio and I'm training very hard and intensely. So I'm definitely very, very good. Strength wise, endurance and mental clarity is very good. Basically leaner than I used to be. And here's some posing footage. Um, and this phase for me isn't just about getting big, it's about building the version that I've envisioned for myself for many years. Like for many years I've wanted this like lean physique where I want to also build muscle, and I really want to try this experiment for myself and see how this goes for me. Um, I do definitely feel like it's working right now, and I feel very much like trusting in the process and seeing where I can go with this. Honestly, sometimes you just need to experiment with your own body and experiences. You don't know what's gonna happen. And I think it's going to be an interesting journey for me to see what I truly can do with my body. And I'm just getting started, so I have to be patient with this and trust the process here. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what part of journey you're in, and if you want help with your training or guidance, DM me coach on Instagram. Thank you for watching. If there's others away, God bless.